March has arrived a day early in Bloomington, Indiana. It's the final game of the regular season for both Indiana and Penn State, and a trip to the Big Ten tournament hangs in the balance. For both squads, 3 words take center stage: win and in. Welcome inside Simon Scott Assembly Hall, everybody. Ian Plaskoff and Noah Gerke, pleased to be with you on this Saturday afternoon. Noah, these are 2 teams that started out Big Ten play about as bad as you could, but they're playing their best basketball to finish the season.
That's what you want as a team. You want to build towards that Big Ten tournament. And as you mentioned, they started really poorly. Both teams winless to start. Indiana 0-10, Penn State 0-11, but Indiana's won 5 of their last 7, Penn State 4 of their last 6. And right now they put themselves in a position to play their way into the Big Ten tournament.
Both teams currently in the field. That could change today, but part of the reason is because of their superstars. For Indiana, it's all about Shea Chesky.
She's one of the premier scorers, not only in the country, but in the conference as well. Second in the conference in points per game behind Jelani Cambridge from Ohio State, and she can get to all 3 levels. Loves to get to the rim, can shoot the 3 as good as anybody in the country, but loves to pick her spots in the mid-range game as well.
As for Penn State, over the last 6 games, there might not be a better player in the country than Kiyomi McMiller. All 6 games in 30-point or more. It's just ridiculous.
She's a volume scorer that is not afraid to hunt her shot. She's ball dominant, and she is one of the best scorers. And when you're mentioned in the same sentence as Caitlin Clark in points, you're probably doing something right.
McMiller leads the charge for Carolyn Keeger's group, and Keeger's group, as does Indiana's group, they need to figure out what to do with the rest of the lineups. For Penn State, it's a lot of Gracie Merkel in the post, a ridiculous efficiency for Indiana. It's the freshman, and Carolyn Keeger, 7th year at the helm of Penn State, will start the second half with the ball. They send out McMiller, Clayant, Merkel, McFadden, and Murray. Same starting 5 that the Lady Lions sent out in the first half. Merkel off the bottom of the rim, and Indiana comes out of the pack with the ball. Very similar to how that first half went for Gracie Merkel, just 2 deep underneath the basket. Double team immediately comes, and an off shot.
Normally she's great at getting good position and finishing really quickly, but Indiana's sending such a quick double, she doesn't have that time to spin and convert.
Chesky off the mark. McFadden the board for Penn State. McMiller is a blur across the floor, but has struggled so far today. 1 of 8 from the field for a player who has 6 straight 30-plus point games. McFadden for 3.
We talked about how Indiana's going to live with McFadden and Evans stepping out and making 3-point shots, and she proved why, that maybe she's a threat to do so here in the second half.
Caffey looking down low. Chesky will maintain the helm of this Indiana offense and do what she does so well, just driving to the lane, and Chesky a true 3-level scorer.
This time it's getting to the rim, splitting 2 defenders. Just the craft that Shea Chesky has is so impressive.
There's the double on Merkel, and she misses again. Just an off night for Merkel. She'll draw the foul. Came into this game 207 for 281 from the field. Led the nation in field goal percentage by 8.8 percentage points.
She's on pace to break her own record at Penn State single-season field goal percentage record. She set it last year at 67%. And the NCAA single-season record is at 72%. She's kind of struggled here and there, 3 for 7 today. But even on that last one, you saw her positioning is so well that even if she doesn't get that first attempt, she's there for the rebound and gets a chance to go to the foul stripe.
Merkel's never averaged under 15 points per game in her college career as well with that efficiency. Started her career at Bellarmine and then has played the past 2 years at Penn State after sitting out her sophomore year with an injury. She'll head to the bench. Indiana is out to its largest lead of the day, 34 points, thanks to Nevaeh Caffey and her 18 points. She's lit it up here in the third quarter, and Indiana has just been dominant the entire way.
We talked about how it was a win and in game for both of these teams, and Indiana's putting themselves in a pretty good spot to solidify their seeding in the Big Ten tournament.
Top 15 make the tournament in Indianapolis. Both teams are in at the moment at 14 and 15. Penn State, if it is to hold this score, they'll have to get some help elsewhere, and it's because Indiana has been balanced.
24, 15, 13, and 18. When you get that type of production everywhere, and it's all 4 or even all 5 on the floor have a threat to score the basketball, you become a very tough guard for every team in the country, and it's just been that type of night for Penn State as well.
Another turnover for Kiyomi McMiller, and guess who was right in front of her? Neve Caffey. Indiana has scored 24 fast break points on Penn State. And part of that is because of the turnovers and open looks. Points off turnovers have been huge as well, as Penn State's turned it over 14 times. Onjeneme this time doesn't have to worry about the unlucky bounce. Nice feed from Chesky.
Oh, no look pass from Chesky, putting a little flavor on that one, right to Onjeneme, who was waiting in the block.
Clayant loses it out of bounds on the quick pass. And Nyla McFadden will check in for Penn State, as will Rachel Okoko for the first time today. Ronnie Savlovich and Merkel head to the bench.
15 turnovers for Penn State. It's led to 31 Indiana points. We've talked time and time again, maybe repeating it too much, of how Indiana thrives out in transition. And they've shown today why they're a threat to even make a run in the Big Ten tournament when they get out and run and play the defense that they have today.
This team is playing its best basketball. Won 5 of the last 7 games coming into this one after starting Big Ten play 0-10. Caffey kick out for Kiyaku. Touched every part of the rim and rolls out. Biggest lead of the day, 36 points, 81-45 Indiana. McFadden triggers. And Beaumont comes out of the pack. Beaumont spinning in the lane, strong take, counted, and a foul. Big time move from Lene Beaumont.
A crafty move, gets inside, uses the spin move, goes up expecting the contact and finishing through it. Just a pretty move. And Beaumont stepped up as one of those secondary scorers, and the finesse and touch around the rim is on display there.
Lene Beaumont, 17 points, a chance for 18 here at the line. Indiana's on an 11-0 run over the last 2-19. Make that 12-0. And Penn State hasn't scored in nearly 3 minutes. That's as easy as it gets for Gracie Merkel.
When Merkel gets that type of position, she's got such good touch around the rim. It's as simple as turning over the right shoulder and laying it in. And that's what they've been able to have some success with in the second half. It just hasn't been as consistent as they maybe would like.
Kiyaku lost it. Clayant took it right away for Penn State. Taya Clayant went down with a scary injury, got hit in the neck. She's back in the game. Feeds Merkel. There's the double. And there's a travel.
The double from Chesky affected Merkel, and maybe her forget what pivot foot she initiated the first drop step with. We've seen different types of looks for Indiana throughout the night. They've been sending doubles, showing 2 and sagging off, playing her one-on-one. They've been throwing so many different looks that Merkel has to catch the ball, and she's waiting to react rather than just going up and scoring the basketball.